Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Wait, what channel is this again? Who am I? 안녕하십니까? 제 이름은 Scott. No? Hi guys, it's been a minute. You may or may not have been wondering, where the heck is Scott and what is going on with Keyboard? Why no more keyboard videos? Well, I had a revelation. Some time ago, I was sitting around and staring at my keyboard. Then I realized, finally, keyboards are so big. It requires like the entirety of your fingers, hands, and arms to operate. I've been telling all of you guys for so long now, for years, how great keyboards are. But in fact, I was promoting unnecessary labor and exercise, inefficient usage of your energy. So my eyes were finally open. Phone touchpad keyboards are actually better. I mean, look at it. The maximum distance between the furthest alpha keys are like how many inches? Meanwhile, the furthest distance on a phone touch keyboard is like so small. That is like so much more distance, which means so much less efficiency. So going forward, I decided to stop reviewing mechanical keyboards like altogether. Because you know why? They are the worst. Instead, I'll be talking about various different phone keyboard apps and how great they are. For example, their touch feel. Wow, this is so smooth. Smoother than Tangi's for sure. Also their sound. Good sound. Great dock with no sign of hollowness. No foam needed here. You see, years of misleading must stop now. Let's all drop mechanical keyboards and move on to using just our phones now as the superior and the only form of input. The revolution starts now, and it starts with me. Wouldn't that be some shit? Alright guys, so it's been a few months, and yes, I haven't posted anything in a while. And no, it's not because I decided to stop playing with keyboards altogether. Quite the opposite. So, where have I been? Well, I moved. Pretty far. You see, I used to live here, a small little country called the United States. After like ping-ponging around for some time within the boundaries of the USA, I decided to take on a new opportunity and move over here. Even smaller country called South Korea. Why? Because I still have a day job and I do need money to live. So I literally picked everything up out of here and moved over here. Hence, why my equipment was gone for so long. It takes a while to ship things over. Now that I have things somewhat set up again, audio setup is... Anyways, I will start back up on the content creation again. And yes, to cover real keyboards, mechanical keyboards. I'm sure you have some questions, so I hope to explain some of that to you today. And if you have more questions, always leave it in the comments and I'll always get to them. So why did I move to Korea? Well, because it was a great opportunity to experience a new country, new people, and a new culture. It's not like a permanent move or anything like that, so I will eventually return back to the States whether you like it or not. Plus, I'm a US citizen, so I can't even live here in Korea forever. They'll tell me to get out of here. So now that I've been here for a few months, how has the overall experience been? Well, I'm ethnically Korean, so I thought it'll be an easy transition. Oh, I was wrong. I may be ethnically Korean, but I am definitely culturally American. So I came to Korea and I realized that things operate differently here. And also, normal practice in the States is not normal here in Korea. For example, the day-to-day life and logistics. Everything requires that you identify yourself to make sure there's like no identity theft issues and stuff like that, which is a good thing. So you do everything with your phone. No phone, nothing is possible. Wild, right? Ride public transportation? Phone. Pay for something? Phone. Prove that you are you? Phone. Want to live off the grid? Good luck with that, because that's not happening. This leads into my next topic. So, Korea is a country of extremes in my opinion when it comes to like convenience and some other stuff too. What do I mean by that? Well, when I first got here and I didn't have my residency card, I realized that you can't do anything. You can't go open a bank account or sign up for a phone that you need, which means you can't really identify yourself as a Korean resident or even a person. which means that you're cut off from like a lot of different services like home internet or ordering things online, ordering delivery, calling certain taxi services, or many of the apps you actually need to survive here in Korea. So it's absolutely inconvenient, the most inconvenient. Then you get this magical little card and the entire world opens up and this country becomes the most convenient country ever. You don't have to leave your house for anything. You can like literally get everything delivered or picked up. You can literally be an otaku bum, and if you desire not to like miss out on anything, right? Well, except like being social with other humans, right? I guess. I thought Amazon was amazing, like 2-day prime delivery, right? Well, Korea has like this thing called coupang, where you order something like tonight, and it's like there outside of your door by the morning. Like what kind of crazy magic is that, right? Beat that, Amazon. You want ice cream? Order it on Coupang Eats app. Comes to your door in 15 minutes, like in an ice box. You need your clothes washed? Use the laundry service app. You hang it on your door, someone will get it, wash it, clean it, return it back to your door. You want some home-cooked meal, but you really don't want to grocery shop or do anything else? Order it. Someone will do all the work for you, then package it. So you just kind of like put it into a pot and heat it up and you cooked it, right? Now, let's talk about another extreme. So I live in a city called Pangyo. It's a pretty close like to the overall main like capital Seoul, and it's known as like the Silicon Valley of Korea. All the tech companies are here, so it's like pretty techy. Actually, a lot of Korea is pretty techy. I mean, take a look at this, right? There's like robots roaming around malls and stuff to help you out if you need something or if you're lost or you want to get to a store. Some restaurants even have robots to bring you food or like take orders and make you drinks and stuff. Then you got like more old school traditional markets, like traditional 포장마차s or pochas, where it's like you're back in the 80s. The people like, they do a really good job of embracing both sides of the culture and straddle it really well. Extremely tech forward and advanced country, also has a lot of traditions alive and thriving. So I felt that was really cool. So some other things I have noticed as well. The country is actually very safe overall. I see women and younger people, younger kids walking around in the middle of the night, no fear. I see like little kids playing by themselves and like even littler kids going to school on a bus by themselves. I can't even imagine that in a lot of the US, right? One of the craziest things I have ever seen is the theft rate. So the country is like crazy surveillance stuff, cameras everywhere. So people apparently, so because of that, like the theft rate is pretty low. Because if you steal something, the police can track you down in like just a few hours. So like when you go to cafes or something, right, that you want to like save a table, people use their cell phones or like tablets and laptops just laying out on the table, unsupervised. I see even people leaving their wallets and purses just out in the like open to save a seat. It's wild. Like try doing that in New York City, right? I think this applies to also most of Asia or most of the world actually, but Korea is pretty congested as well. So like especially Seoul area, traffic is pretty insane. So however, I think Korea has one of the best public transit systems in the world. So like the subway, amazing. You can go anywhere on the subway and the trains. Like it covers every part of the city, and the bullet trains will take you like to the opposite end of the country in just hours. So you don't really need a car here. Like you could use it for grocery shopping and stuff, but honestly, you could order it. And yes, there are more belligerent neighbors up north, but honestly, if you ask the South Koreans about them, they're like very indifferent. So I don't think, I hope, no imminent Kim Jong-un attack expected. Keeping my fingers crossed. So there are a lot of things that are interesting, surprising, and different here that I'm still getting very used to. And if this kind of information is interesting to you, like let me know, and I could do some periodic vlogs to like give you a glimpse of what it's like to live in Korea. Like how's the food scene, which is amazing by the way. You could kind of live vicariously through me, I guess. Now, the big question, what will I do with Keyboard? Well, I plan to keep it going. In case you didn't know, like I'm sure most of you guys already do, but Korea is one of the biggest custom mechanical keyboard markets in the world. You got like lots of keyboard designers out here, from like the OGs like LZ to Jian and all of his creations. So I also connected with Swag Keys as you guys recommended, so thank you. I will try my best to break into the Korean keyboard market and try to show you what's out here as well. So I plan to join the big Seoul keyboard meet, I guess, in January. So if you are in the area or you're gonna plan to be so, swing by and maybe we'll run into each other. If you're a viewer in Korea and you have any recommendations or any events that you think I should check out, please let me know in the comments. Plus, if you're a vendor and you want to collaborate, please reach out to me as well. And don't worry, I'm not going to forget about all of you guys that's been supporting me in the US, including the vendors. We're going to continue to work together. Plus, I do plan to visit some of the surrounding Asian countries, so if you have any recommendations there, let me know. Maybe a collab with Squashy and Lewis, I don't know. Finally, I'm sure I'm gonna be asked this question, so I'm gonna just answer it. How many keyboards did I bring? Did you bring all of it? No, I did not. Well, not that many. Like, keyboards are heavy and I couldn't ship that many, so I brought like 4. Like a few outlet boards I really like using, like the Mr. Suit or the Spring, and the Z75 because I really like how it looks, and a QK100 for the office, so just 4 keyboards. I plan to keep doing reviews here, so I'm gonna probably end up with 100 keyboards by the time I go back to the States, so if you're interested in my life in Korea, in addition to the keyboard related content, let me know in the comments below, and any specific topics that you might want me to kind of try to address, I'll try my best. And if there's anything you want to learn, I'll do my best to cover it. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for actual keyboard content in the future. Thanks.